Hey, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me the truth. I want to give them peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth, and rest of life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, when I can get something from this video. I basically just going to just break down, America and the reason why, it has to be destroyed. Okay. And if you look across, and you see what's going on, it's evident, if you have any sense at all, it's evident on why it should be destroyed, man, because, there's no, there's no foundation of righteousness anywhere, right? You got the majority of people who don't even believe in the Most High. You know what I mean? So, and, you got people just doing what the fuck they want to do, fulfilling the lust, fulfilling their pleasures. Whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be whatever, they don't care. They don't regard nothing, right? It's like the mass majority of the world doesn't fear, okay? But that's why the mass majority of the world is going to be destroyed. So I can't. They had me on the plantation all day today. And that's another reason why, this place has to go, man. It's just, this is not living, man. You're working for the ones who are living, you know what I mean? And, and they got it by rape, robbery, and murder, you know what I mean? Rather, they just, and it's like, and when you understand that, and when you know it, and when you start gaining wisdom, shit starts to become vexing, because you're like, fuck, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, here it is, I'm doing all the work, right? And this motherfucker reaping all the benefit, and I'm getting, if you compare it as far as money-wise, you're getting pennies on a dollar compared to what the top guy is getting, what the top Edomite is getting, you know what I mean? And how did he get it? Because he knows people that put him in the position. He hasn't been tried. He hasn't been, his fucking talent hasn't been tried. Nah, man, these Edomites don't get on like that. You know what I mean? They don't get on like that, man. You know what I mean? They don't get on like that, man. Okay? And then when they get to the top, they act like, you know what I mean? They been that guy the whole time. And no, man, fuck no. You get to the top from who you know. You know what I mean? And Jake get to the top from who we know too, but Jake still got to fucking have numbers. You know what I mean? To stay there. Esau don't got to do that. That's the difference, man. The curses are not on Esau. The curses is on Jake. So it's going to be harder for Jake to do anything, man. Right? The curse is not on Esau. That's why scriptures say, they speak lawfully concerning oppression, because they don't know oppression. Okay? They don't know oppression yet, but they will know oppression, man. You will know oppression, and then you will be wiped off the face of the earth. Okay? But without further ado, let's get into the scriptures. It's Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city, right? It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay, so woe to the bloody city. That bloody city is America, man. Okay, go down. This is 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Okay, which is that poison, right? When you go to Psalms 58:3, it talks about that poison, right? That's being spread throughout the earth. Okay, this place is, man, the ways of this place is poisonous. Okay, you can see it is evident in the people, man. This is 5. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Okay, which the nakedness is being discovered now because the prophets are on the highways and byways teaching and preaching his word and lifting up the skirt on this place and exposing this place for what it really is, man. Which is nothing but wickedness, nothing but, trouble, nothing but death and destruction, man. That's what this place promotes. That's what it provides. Period, man. And you got a base man ruling it all. So why the fuck would you even, why would you, a king doesn't want to dwell around a base man, man. You understand? Because the base man lives base. He's the closest thing to a fucking animal. You know, Esau is the closest thing to a fucking animal. So-called white man is the closest thing to a fucking animal, man. To a fucking monkey. Okay? From how you live, how you talk, how you walk, how, you know what I'm saying, how you were brought up. You know what I mean? You have no order about yourself. Okay? None. You have no class, man. Especially you American Edomites, you hillbilly. Like, you have no fucking class at all. You know? None. You don't believe in nothing. You're proud. You motherfuckers are hard to deal with. Right? I work in a business where I got to deal with Edomites, right? And they are hard to deal with, man. Tough to deal with. Real tough to deal with. They get mad if you do certain, if you look at them. It's just not fun to be around. They just tough to fucking deal with, man. Especially when you know the truth and you understand that, hey, man, this motherfucker's a peasant, right? You know? And I'm not talking about just the skin color, because hey, I'm talking about the spirit. You know? Because you got Jakes that look white. Okay? But those are usually, even at my job, those are usually the ones that's cool, hella cool. They talk like you. They walk like you. They have the same, you know, point of views as you, right? They don't act like an Edomite, right? That most likely is a Jake. And his bloodline goes back to that of a Jake. You know, but you Edomites, you Edomites who, you know, where your line goes back to Esau, man, or to Edom, man, this is, you know, you motherfuckers are a handful and a half, man. You know, and you're a base man. But yeah, you have your rulership, you have your sword and the fatness of the earth right now. Okay, but guess what? It's going to be destroyed and wiped off the face of the planet of the earth, man. This is Revelation 17. And I'm going to go down to, I'll start at 2. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. That her is talking about America. Okay? So, yeah, the majority of the world has been drunk off the Babylon juice. Okay? You have been drunk. Right? You have been fooled, thinking that this way is the way of life. And it's not. It's the furthest thing. You know what I mean? It's not an inch of righteousness in this. I mean, we're the only men that has a little bit of righteousness in this kingdom. Other than that, man, this is a free for all, dog eat dog, get it how you gotta get it, you know, type society, type kingdom. And that's the vibration that this place pushes. You know, this is what it is. Like, people don't have any moral ethic or code when it comes to, you know, doing things that they want to do. Okay? But the men in the truth, brothers, we do have morals. We do have, you know, things that we don't do. You know what I mean? Period, man. You know, we do have boundaries. You know, we do have things that we live by, right? You know, that's how a king move. See, a peasant, you know what I mean, it'll eat whatever. A peasant will eat whatever you give him, right? You know, a base man at that will. I mean, it's, you know. I mean, you can do your research on fucking cavemen, man, and how they lived, and the grunting and the, you know, the jumping around, and, you know, the school, drinking out of schools and shit, and, you know, just being dirty, not showering. Jake was never like that, man. Y'all can't claim being a real people, because the law in itself is sanitary, and you motherfuckers are the furthest thing from sanitary. Okay. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, and having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Which that her is talking about America, okay? Which is the same her, right? When you go to Baruch, the 4th chapter, and you read, I believe it's 28 on down or 29 on down, right? Where it talks about us going to captivity, and it talks about this place being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. But it says she in there, right? In one of those verses, it says she. That she is talking about America, man, okay? It says, I'm going to go down. I'm not going to get all this. Is another video for another time. But let me grab this. Yep. Go to this, Revelation 18. It says, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster, and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Right? Because these other nations do business with America. But when America is destroyed, what business can be conducted? None. Okay? It says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein was made rich all that had ships. You got to imagine this, man. You know, you got to imagine them like, damn, like, just imagine people like, oh, damn, that shit getting bombed right now. Like, you got to really sit back and imagine it, man, and think about it, right? You know, I don't know what that day going to look like, right? Because the scriptures tell you that's going to be a day like none before, right? But, you know, from what I know, right, and what I think I know, right, you sit back and imagine like, damn, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just a day full of miracles, man, right? Prophecy being fulfilled, Yahushua coming back from the east, right, with his host of chariots, with his band of chariots. Come on, man. You know what I mean? The man we all been, you know, that we've been in the shoe that we've been waiting for, okay? You know, the man who the world said that they waiting for, but really not waiting, because in your time of liberty, or really not, you really don't want to see him, because in your time of liberty, you didn't do anything to even have or think to have any salvation. Okay? What did you do? The scripture say what? I'll show you my faith by my works, because faith without works is dead. And the majority of the world don't have works when it comes to this truth. It says, and they cast dust upon their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her countless. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. And how is she going to be made desolate? By thermonuclear missiles, man. That's the second destruction. The first destruction was by way of what? Water. The second is by way of what? The opposite, which is fire. Okay? Which is fire, man. Okay, yeah, this place has to be destroyed. It has to be. Okay, it has to be. And we need, right? And we're going to be the rulers on top in the kingdom. Lord willing, I'm one of those men, man. You know? So with that, man, just quick video. Lord willing, videos edifying. Lord willing, brothers, got some from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai. On to the next. Shalom, Maki. Shalom.